Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10 and support the channel at the same time. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and the full Battlebond set has finally been revealed. Now, typically we do a full set review, but I'm trying something different this week because the preview season was so condensed, and because so many of these cards are reprints, we kind of know what they do for the most part. I'm only going to look at the remainder of the brand new cards that were revealed today. 9 altogether, so let's get into them. Aurora Champion is our first one. It's a white and 2 elf warrior, common 3/2. Whenever this attacks, if your team controls another warrior, tap target creature. This is going to be spectacular with the warriors that are in this set. There's lots of them. They're all over the place in all 5 colors. And as a matter of fact, that's really smart design because you usually think Rakdos maybe as warrior colors generally. And yeah, there's a lot of them definitely in those colors. But I could be running a Rakdos warrior build. My partner could be running any other build in other colors, but also have some synergies with my warriors. And that could be a pretty potent combination. This is one of those support cards that would be perfect in one of the 2 decks. Bring Down. This is a white and 3 sorcery uncommon with assist. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Nothing unusual here. This feels like your typical white sorcery that deals with larger creatures. 4 mana for this actually doesn't feel that bad. Typically these assist cards, if you hard cast them on your own, feel like they're overcosted. This one, maybe slightly, but not as bad as many of the others. And if you do maybe put 2 in and your partner puts in 2, you could still have a pretty relevant turn between the both of you, maybe putting out some small creatures or something. And I do like that. Nimbus Champion. This is a blue and 5 Avatar Warrior, uncommon 4/4 with flying. Whenever this attacks, you may return target creature to its owner's hands if that creature's power is less than or equal to the number of warriors your team controls. Okay, the key word there is team. That's very nice for not only your warriors, but also your teammates' warriors in limited. And this is also a 4/4 flyer for 6. That's not bad generally. Not to mention, it's a warrior itself. That can definitely be applicable. It will also help towards that ability. Very good uncommon here. It can get some damage across. It has evasion. You can tempo your opponent with this perhaps. You might be able to even bounce one of your own things, your partner's things, back to their hand to replay if it has a good enters the battlefield effect. A lot of versatility on a strong creature. Yeah, a little higher end of the curve. Also splashable though. Ezra Bladeseeker. Red and 2, Ezra Warrior. This one's a common 3/2. When this enters the battlefield, each player on your team may discard a card. Then each player who discarded a card this way draws a card. So you and your partner have the option if you want to rummage, which is actually pretty good. Now, 3/2s for 3, typically not a big fan of those. They do trade down for a lot of 2-drops. However, the fact that maybe I could rummage, my partner could rummage, and this is a warrior that will be very relevant sometimes, makes it more playable than your average 3/2 for 3. Bull Rush Bruiser. Red and 3, Minotaur Warrior. Another warrior, a lot of them today. This one's a common 4/3. When this attacks, if your team controls another warrior, this will gain first strike until end of turn. So it can't block with first strike, but still attacking in with a 4/3 first striker for 4, maybe you can do that on turn 5 if you're lucky, would be amazing. I don't think it's going to be that difficult to do considering the amount of warriors that are available to you as well between you and your teammates. This is actually a pretty good common. Magma Hellion. Red and 6, Hellion, common 5/4 with assist, trample, and haste. Here's a perfect example of these assist spells costing a lot if you try to hardcast them on your own. This would not be great on turn 7, 8, or 9. On turn 4, considering it has haste and is probably going to feel more like a turn 3 play, yeah, it could be pretty good for you there. There are a lot of powerful things in this set, so does it always make your cut? Perhaps not. However, I think it's very runnable. It's a fine common creature if you need it. Decorated Champion. Green and 1, Elf Warrior. Uncommon 2/2. Whenever another warrior enters the battlefield under your team's control, put a +1/+1 counter on Desecrated Champion. So this is a warrior on its own, and also it has this upside that whenever another warrior enters, it's going to get a +1/+1 counter, and that's not only for you, but also your partner. So that's awesome. 2/2 for 2 with tons of upside. You know how I feel about that. Even if I had no other warriors in my deck or my partner's deck, I might still run this because I like 2/2s for 2, but I'd be very surprised if that was the case. There's so many warriors in this set. There's got to be an opportunity to grow this thing at some point. Now, it's not going to take over a game. It doesn't have evasion, but if you could get this up to maybe 4/4 relatively quickly, it could leave an impact for sure. Vampire Charmseeker. This is going to cost a black, a blue, and 6. Vampire Wizard, uncommon 3/4 with assist and flying. Whenever this enters the battlefield, return target instant, sorcery, or creature card from a graveyard to its owner's hand. There's a lot to like here. I mean, the assist makes it more manageable when it comes to that 8 casting cost. I mean, if you play this on turn 4, turn 5, that's a lot better. And, you know, a 3/4 flyer and limited on turn 4, turn 5 can be pretty good for you. Sometimes it will get some damage across. Other times it will block some smaller flyers. And then that ability is great too, because you can use that for yourself or for your partner, depending on who has the better thing in the graveyard that it can target. Instant sorcery or creature gives you a lot of versatility. So yeah, this is extremely runnable. Pretty good uncommon here as well. Alright, those are the cards for today. They also, of course, revealed a number of new reprints, over 100 of them. Most of them are just for the limited game, though. There was 1 or 2 interesting uncommons where I saw them and said, yeah, you know what? Glad they reprinted that finally. But nothing too crazy out there. We'll be talking more about them, no doubt, in Market Watches in weeks to come. But for right now, these are all the new cards in the set. I hope to play some Two-Headed Giant with this set, but I'm really excited just generally for the cards in there to complement Commander decks as well as build new Commander decks. I think this is one of the best supplemental sets we've seen in a long time. Fantastic reprints, great cards for Commander players. Yeah, not necessarily for everybody. If you're a standard or modern player, there's not a ton here for you, and I totally understand that. But if you're a fan of casual multiplayer games, cubes, Commander, those type of things, this set has everything for you. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come, that maybe they won't be so shy with the reprints going forward in the future. But until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.